G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm reviewing the Fenix LD12R. It's a work light, it's a great little thing. It's got a front light and a side light. It's got a magnetic pocket clip, reverse clicky, so you can you can change outputs from on, and very, very affordable light. So let's check it out. Alrighty, let's just take a look at the box. Fenix LD12R. Great work light this is, multi-purpose. Just pause anywhere you want. Juicy info there. All right, so inside we have a, how many spare O-rings? Actually, we've got a lanyard and we've got one spare O-ring, okay? The lanyard is pretty good, no stopper. Let's see how it goes with a bit of tension on it. I'll just move some stuff out of the way so I don't bang it again. All right, let's go. All right, that's good. That is good. I genuinely tried to break that and didn't work. So happy with that. That's enough tension on it to make me happy. Now, this is just a Fenix pamphlet that shows you Fenix's other offerings on it. Love how they do that because, you know, you pick up a light and then you think like, oh, actually, I might want the PD36R Pro, 2,800 lumens, tactical flashlight. You know, why not? So that can be pretty cool. We've got a warranty card here. So this came from lightshop.com.au. That's why I get a warranty card. If you go from any authorized dealer, you will get a warranty card. If you go through grey markets, you may not. And even if you do, trying to claim that warranty if something goes wrong will be difficult. And here it is, the LD12R Fenix user manual. I'll go over some of the details in this user manual shortly. And last but not least, we have a USB-C, this one, to USB-A, this one, charging cable. And that's going to charge the hidden charging port right there. So nice and deep, not too deep actually, but relatively deep. There it is. And closed off by a really tough O-ring there. So you really feel it close off, which is nice. All right, so, and the battery you get, an 800 milliamp hour, 3.6 volt. Yep, 14500 battery. It is a button top battery. So that goes in through the tail cap. So unscrew the tail cap and the button top goes towards the head. And then you screw the tail cap back up, also secured by an O-ring. And there we go. So there it is there. It is a kind of hotspot and spill beam. But if I turn that and back that, then you've got your work light there. Turn that. Okay, so we'll go over all that. But before that, let's just look at it. So I'll start at the face as usual. So we do have a smooth reflector there. We've got a steel bezel, stainless steel bezel. And at the bottom of that smooth reflector, looks as though it is an SST20 emitter. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. We have a light source on the face of it as well. Or yeah, I guess, no, that's the face, maybe the neck or something, which is like your work light use. And we have a rotating pocket clip, which is not removable, but it serves as two functions. So obviously function number one is it's a pocket clip. Not very deep carry, but it's still a pocket clip. Great for like a top pocket or something like that, or a bag even, because it's quite sturdy. But also, it's a magnet. And it's actually a very strong magnet as well. Oh, now, okay, so the wall's blocking it from being horizontal. Actually, I'll use this and show you. See? Very strong magnet. So that's great that they did not skimp out on the strength of this magnet, and that really pleases me because I hate it when companies skimp out, and Fenix didn't. This is a great magnet. Now, this has got tail standing as well because it's got raised edges on the tail cap. It's got lanyard holes on both ends there, and it has a rubber reverse clicky. So what reverse clicky means is that you click it in, but it doesn't make a connection. As soon as you let it go, that makes the connection and that starts the light up. But a benefit of a reverse clicky is that it's really easy to change outputs from on, because from on, you just give it a little half click and then it changes outputs. See that? So that's a good thing about a reverse clicky. Now the knurling is really good. In the hand, feels really good, okay? So you can hold it like that. 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 There's so many different ways to hold this because despite being a 14500, so 14500 is a small battery, right? However, this is a bit of a larger light, so you get more grip on it, you know? So for example, that's a Raylight 14500, and this is the Fenix 14500. See how different they are? So that's really tiny and compact, but you know, in my opinion, this is more comfortable to hold because there's more of it to capture onto, you see? So that's why I really like that. Now, despite being a 14500, as I said, so we've got here 11.5 centimeters from head to tail, which is, you know, it's normally 14500s are like 10 centimeters less, but that's, like I said, it's better for grip, in my opinion. Now, the face width is 21.44 millimeters. The taper on the body tapers in at 18.47 millimeters, and then the tail kicks back out at 21.1 millimeters. So again, I stand by what I said. The ergonomics of this light are brilliant because you can hold it in so many different grips, and it's comfortable because of its size. It's kind of like perfect size, kind of like a good sized cigar almost, it is. Now, this can work with standard AA. It can work with a nickel metal hydride or the lithium. So it's great light because if your lithium battery dies and you're not near a charging source, you just pull out the battery and chuck in a AA or chuck in a nickel metal hydride and it's going to run for you. So that's a really awesome feature of this light. Now, if we just go through the outputs, I'll get it to the lowest. Okay, so that there is your lowest output, and it does say that it's moonlight mode. So it says it's 1 lumen. It looks to be more than 1 lumen, but it says it's 1 lumen. 1 lumen's going to run indefinitely almost. It doesn't even give you a run time. That's how long it'll run for. I'd say probably like 50 plus hours. Now, if I half click, so don't click it off, just half click the tail cap, it jumps up to 30 lumens, which you'll get for 16 hours. And then if I half click again, it jumps up to 150 lumens, which you'll get for 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's a brilliant output and runtime. Let me tell you, 150 lumens for 3.5 hours is fantastic because 150 lumens in like proper darkness is a lot of light. Really, like this, this desk is lit up with a light, and it's perfect. You can't not see any of that. So the light from the studio light isn't you know, diluting this at all. So 150 lumens is a lot of light. And then when you when you half press again, it jumps, and that jump is 600 lumens, which it says for an hour and 20 minutes, right? But you'll get that for you'll get 186 meters of throw, and it's got 8,616 candela. But I do believe there'll be a step down, okay? So what I'm going to do is, whilst I'm still talking about this, we're just going to wait for the step down because I want to try and time it. So it's been on for about 20 seconds on turbo so far, and I just want to see how long roughly we get before a step down, okay? Now, the other thing that you need to know about this light is that it's passed the 1 meter drop test, and it passed the IP68 test. So IP68 means 2 meters water submersible basically, and it's got some dust proof in there as well. I'm not sure precisely what, but it does have some dust proof. Now, just on holding this light on the highest output, 600 lumens, I'm not so sure there is going to be a step down actually. Fenix does have an asterisk next to 120 minutes, which normally indicates a step down, but it's not getting hot enough for a step down. So I mean, maybe it will continue to get hotter. It's probably been on now for about 1 minute, and I haven't noticed a step down. It's still very bright to look at on the wall. And the head just doesn't seem to be getting hot enough for a step down. So I could be wrong, and there might be a step down, but I think we can confirm that there's no step down inside of 1 minute. Definitely, probably even inside of 1.5 minutes now it's been. So that's a good sign. And now, if we just look at the wall, if I just hold it there and we look at the wall, so it does give you a really beautiful hotspot because it's large and it's got a small amount of bleeding around the outside. So bleeding's always helpful just because it's a good kind of not dissipation, it's a good kind of transition of light between the hotspot and the spill. But that spill, there's a lot of light in that spill as well. And I love that because that means you can point the hotspot at something specific you want to look at, and then you can see very clearly all around the hotspot in the surrounding areas. So I love a hotspot and spill light. It's really, really good. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's getting hot now. Look, it's been on for more than 2 minutes now, and it hasn't stepped down, but it is getting hot. Not hot enough that I can't hold it. You can see I'm holding the head, no dramas, but it's definitely heated up. So look, I'll go on to the other one, and I think we'll just put it down as no step down inside 2 minutes, definitely. Okay, so when you want to swap from the main light to the side light, you just open the charging port briefly, like a short amount, like that, and then you close it quickly. Now you've got access to the side light. And so, and half press will change the outputs again. So that output there is actually your lowest output, which is 5 lumens. And again, it doesn't give you a runtime. So that's just going to be hours and hours and hours of runtime, right? Then if I half press, it steps up again. That's 30 lumens, which you'll get for 14.5 hours. And then if I half press again, the highest output there is 100 lumens. It's nice and floody, and that 100 lumens you'll get for 4 hours. So again, 4 hours in a work light situation is amazing. And now let me just show you something. So let's say, where do we want it? Let's say we want it like this, right? And no, let's say we want it like this, and we want, you know, light underneath here. But then all of a sudden we need maybe light out here. It's so easy to just turn, because the pocket clip has this firm but smooth turning action. So you can actually turn the light, because the pocket clip stays on the magnetized material, and you can actually turn the light to angle wherever you want that work light to be, basically. So again, this is a bloody good light, guys. Like, this, Fenix have done really, really well with this light, and then turn it off. Now, I want you to notice something. I turned it off in the side light situation, okay? Turn it back on, comes on in the main light, the front light. So what that tells me is that the side light has no memory. Now, that could be annoying, all right? Reason being is that, you know, let's say you predominantly use this for the work side light capability it's got. Well, every time you turn the side light off, so let's say you're working away and you're like, hey, Johnny, smoke break or whatever. It's like, all right, turn the light off, leave it there. And then you go off and have your smoke or whatever. You come back, turn it back on, comes on in the front light. I think that's a missed opportunity for Fenix. I really do. I think that they could have nailed it if they just made memory mode on the side light as well. Because now you got to be like, oh, crap. And then, oh, you know, turn, and then get it back to your side light scenario, which was on high. So no memory on the side light whatsoever, but you do have memory with the outputs on the front light. So if I leave it on in low mode, turn it off, wait a second, turn it back on, low mode, leave it off in, you know, medium, high, whatever. It's got memory in all of those ones. Just not the side light, Fenix, man. Anyway, let's not focus on the negatives. This is still a brilliant light. I love it. Even the catch point where the pocket clip is perfect. It slides in and out of your pocket really easily. Doesn't really catch. And there's a nice little platform here to kind of hold it in place when you're in your pocket, or, you know, your belt or whatever. So great light, made well, sturdy little bugger. All right, let's go out to the night shots, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts, prices, and where to buy. See you in a sec.
Alrighty, here we are with the Fenix. So I believe that's on the highest output. Just check that. Yep. Okay, so there's the lowest output. Next one up. Bit of a green tint in the early stages of the outputs, but oh, look at that massive tint shift. So it was green, now it's pretty much white, and now it's proper white. Low, medium, high, turbo. So highest output, very decent. Very, very decent. Great even spill, beautiful hot spot. Works. Definitely works. Can't complain about this. And then lowest. Now, to change it, unscrew. You can do it with one hand, I reckon. Oh, I gotta turn the, oh no, do I? Yep, hang on. Ah, come on, one hand. Damn, can't do it. Okay. Off, on. There we go. Now we've got the work light. And same method. Just half press the tail cap, and look at that. Bloody useful. And the magnet on this thing is rock solid, as I said, as I've shown you. This thing's just awesome. And then again, just do a little spin. Bloody good, eh? 14,500, don't forget. All right, see ya.
All right, so I told you that max output is bloody booming, but what's really impressive is the 150 lumens, I reckon. You know, 150 lumens for more than 3 hours is going to be, or more than 4 hours, I think it was, is going to be super, super useful. And for a situation where you're going to use a light like this, I reckon the 150 lumens is where it's at. Like I said, the one negative is that it doesn't have memory mode on the work light or the side light. I think that is definitely a missed opportunity, Phoenix. I think, you know, go back to the drawing board and just put memory in there and you'll be laughing, because that should be memorized 100%. That's probably going to be the light that most people use. If they buy this light, in my opinion, if they buy this light, they're buying it for the pocket clip, the magnetic pocket clip, and the side light. So give us memory on the side light. But look, apart from that, I think it's great that the pocket clip swivels, but it's not loose. It just swivels nicely. And look, it's $100, $109, I think, from lightshop.com.au. I'll definitely link it, and I'll link some discount codes and all that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in it, head on over, the description down below, and go get yourself one of the Phoenix work lights, LD12R, right? LD12R, yeah. All right, thanks very much for watching, guys. See you next time. Stay cool and stay safe.